It's a beautiful morning here in Arlington, Virginia. Had a great time in Washington, D.C. I'm going to take off. Here's my truck. It did really well, actually, coming down here. And fuel mileage was pretty good. I had to fill up one time, and here's the house we stayed in. So it's a brisk 32 degrees on December 31st. As most of you know, every year since 2011, I have gone out to New Year's with my friend. His name's Daniel, and we've spent the New Year's in a big city every year since 2011. I'm just going to kind of give you a brief showing of what I took. I'm just going for the day. It's about 6.5 hours. I took this. It's got a sleeping bag and my clothes, and then Joe's going to put his stuff in there too. And then in the truck, this is a coat I'm gonna wear, and then in the truck I got some food, and then gloves in the glove compartment, and I brought like $300. So we're heading into East Liverpool right now. East Liverpool is a great community on the Ohio River, and we're making our way, about to head into West Virginia, and shortly after we'll be in Pennsylvania, and we got on our way. Good. And Joe, do you have anything you'd like to say? Alright. Here's a view of the town, and the Ohio River is down that way. We're heading into West Virginia right now. There's a river, probably the best shot you're going to see. Alright, so about 5 minutes after the West Virginia sign, we ran in to the Pennsylvania state line. It's right here on the GPS. I know I'm gonna be reaching it soon, so I decided to start recording. There it is. It's a small sign. Welcome to Pennsylvania, Beaver County. And definitely I can tell the terrain's different than from home already. It's only been about an hour in the trip at that. So here's a tunnel that goes downtown Pittsburgh. Obviously I'm not going that way. We're still in a suburb of Pittsburgh. It's a pretty neat little area around here, but it's confusing because there's so many roads, as you can see on the GPS, and some of them are taking you every which direction, so it's always hard to know which way to turn when it says like a slight turn to the right. Wow, that's a big guy on the left there. I'm coming down I-79 northbound in Pennsylvania, and I see this car, and I don't know if the video will do complete justice, but the car's dragging a stick, but I think I know why, because they're from West Virginia. So we're here in Uniontown, Pennsylvania, not to be confused with Uniontown, Ohio.
Turn left on West Fayette Street.
It's a pretty neat community down here. Alright, so we're heading out. We're just east of Uniontown, heading into Washington, D.C. Not quite there yet, but it's beginning to snow, and it's pretty good amount of snow, and there's a big hill I'm going up now. It's hard because this truck's only a 4-cylinder, so it's taking a while for me to get up the hill. I'm only going 25 miles per hour on the interstate, but fortunately I hit the interstate because we were taking some back roads along the way through Pittsburgh, which were a lot of stoplights through Pittsburgh. So just look at all the snow out there. It's snowing now. It was interesting because earlier it wasn't snowing at all because it was we were down on the valley, and now that we're up on probably a few thousand feet above sea level, it's snowing because generally it gets cooler up here. So I'm assuming once we head down this mountain, it's gonna get it's gonna clear up or start raining. And been a good trip so far. Spent a few hours. We're avoiding the turnpike because I know turnpikes are expensive. I figured I enjoy driving, and I always like going through the through small towns and things like that, exploring the towns. So that's kind of why I wanted to drive this way. And I can definitely hear my ears are popping now. So here's a little scenic overlook. It is really a beautiful area, this part of Pennsylvania, probably southeastern Pennsylvania. So we're entering Maryland. It's a small sign again, because these are all back roads. But a good trip through PA. We had a little bit of snow and so a lot of curvy roads and hills. But the truck's done good, even though it's gotten held up on a few hills because 4 cylinders don't like the hills. But it's done good. There's the state line right there. And we're heading east on 40, southeast. So we should be there in a few hours. Alright, so I made it here to the gas station. I also have to use the restroom. And I let Joe go and pay, and he's going to use it. I'm going to start filling up. So having a good trip so far, as you can see. No snow. So I had Joe put gas in here at the Citgo. Well, it's getting dark here in eastern Maryland. It's been a great drive though, and it's going to just continue to get darker from here on out, and I'm assuming it's going to be dark when we're in Washington DC also, and Daniel technically lives in Arlington, so we'll see if I can get some good lighting and get good video, and hopefully I can. But I'm just going to sign off for now because the traffic just is continuing to get heavier, and I just always like being able to pay attention when I'm driving. So it's about 6 o'clock. I just arrived. It's completely dark, but he lives in a nice place. It's hard to see because of the lighting, but I'm gonna go see him. He lives down in a basement actually over here, so I'm gonna go see if I can get in there.
Justin!
Daniel!
How you doing? What's it there?
Good.
Good to see you, man. Come on in.
You too.
Want something to drink?
No, I'm good.
I'm ready to go when you are. We're gonna have to get the Uber here.
Well, this is a nice place.
A little clutter and move back in.
I've never actually been in an apartment in Washington, D.C. I suppose this is more like a house.
Pretty much, and we're actually in Arlington, Virginia anyway, so.
Okay.
Maybe
So what's the plan?
we are taking an Uber car to near the DuPont Circle area to a bar called Buckeye Plus Bear that shows all the Ohio games, like the Browns and Buckeyes.
Cool.
It's the biggest place to see it. If it's too cool, we'll go somewhere else.
I've never driven